Altogether, we had about 15 million people attend one of the cultural events that were going on during the year, which is phenomenal. And about a quarter of all the people that came were first-time visitors to Liverpool. So that's fantastic. So that was very good for our tourism image and our tourism boost. Just in terms of the real business, hard-nosed business benefits, our hotel occupancy went up from what was about 70% to 76% that year. And even more important, that room yield, so if you like, the money that the hotels make on each room increased by about 20%. And that was despite the fact that we added a lot more hotel rooms. Altogether, in the last 3 years, between the end of 2007 up to the end of 2010, we've added 1,700 new hotel rooms in the city, and we still achieve those really, really good improvements in hotel occupancy. The other very hard business benefit has been our weekend business. Our weekend occupancy is phenomenal in this city and actually bucks the trend compared to other cities. It's much, much easier to get a room midweek in Liverpool than it is at weekends now, which is very unusual for a city where you normally expect it to be the midweek, which is very busy. So there have been a lot of direct business benefits just to the tourism sector. We saw new restaurants springing up as well. So lots of entrepreneurs, taking advantage of the new interest in the city, establishing themselves and going on to thrive. I saw new event management companies getting established, new design agencies, new tour operators, new guides, starting up, new guided tours in general. So there's been some really, really good business growth as a result of this. And of course, it doesn't stop at the end of Capital Culture. It goes on and on. And clearly, the UK has got into hard times recession-wise, as we have globally. And Liverpool's not immune to what's going on in the outside world. So we haven't been able to retain all the growth that happened. But people are still interested in Liverpool. We're still doing very well at weekends. I still have new hotel developments knocking on my door, wanting to come and develop in Liverpool. And I do think the image of the city and the whole way in which outside people think about Liverpool has changed as a result of Capital Culture. There was a club set up during Capital Culture called 08 Business Connect, and the whole concept of it was any business in the area could join the club for free, and they would receive information about tender opportunities to do with Capital Culture, and they could also update themselves on what was going on. There were regular business networking events, and the good thing about it is we held these networking events in cultural institutions, so it would be in the Tate Gallery or it would be in the Blue Coat Arts Centre. So it, if you like, brought businesses and culture more firmly together. And I know some of the cultural institutions here have retained those business connections that they developed during that year. And I know if you take something like the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra, which was there a long time before Capital Culture, but now its audiences have grown and they've maintained their audiences, and their sponsorship and their connections with local businesses have been strengthened as a result of Capital Culture. So that's a real business benefit for both, hopefully. I think there is a great connection between culture and the economy. Culture is what differentiates cities one from another, and not just, if you look at the wider definition of culture, which is about identity, as well as the cultural and arts programme, I think you'll find that it really gives that differentiating factor to a city. That's really important to try and get over to people information about the quality of life. And for a city like Liverpool that traditionally has struggled to retain its population and to bring new people into the city because of its economic problems, making sure that people have a very fantastic cultural life when they do come and relocate here is really, really important. Obviously, if there's a strong quality of life, that encourages further investment, inward investment, entrepreneurship. People that maybe left Liverpool many years ago want to come back and establish businesses here. So there's a big, strong connection.